so doing an update right now. I seen my doctor on Thursday, and she is really concerned. She decided to put me on a prednisone pack and muscle relaxers. She asked me if I end up getting headaches every time I have a flare, and I had told her, yes, I get a headache every time I flare, and I get the dizziness and all this other stuff. So we're going to go from here. She had mentioned to me that she believes that I could possibly have vasculitis because my fingers, when I clap, they hurt and they bruise whenever I clap my hands now. There's also the possibility that the lupus is going into my central nervous system. So the prednisone, I tried to make a video on Thursday and I couldn't do it because I kept crying. So the prednisone and essentially the prednisone and the muscle relaxer is something that she wants to rule out as like a muscle spasm. So if this medication works and my headaches go away and my tremors and the shakiness that I have in my hands go away, then this was all muscular. God, I hope and I pray this is all muscular and that there's nothing really serious going on. But she's concerned about, like the tremors that I'm having and the headaches and the fevers and, and the dizziness that comes with the headaches behind the eyes. And, it's just really, it's going from the back of my head all the way up to. So, if the prednisone doesn't work and I'm still getting these dizzy spells and I'm still flaring, after 2 weeks, I go back and I see her. If all this stuff is still going on, then I am going to be referred to a neurologist. What freaks me out a little bit about all this stuff is that I used to have seizures whenever I was a little girl. And, it scares me when people start talking about my nervous system and, like my head and my brain. It gets very, very unnerving for me. It's very personal. The last thing that I want is for this to be central nervous system. I mean, this could put me in the hospital. This could, if it is, it's just the worst possibility that I could have with lupus. So this is not great news. I just hope that it ends up being nothing. So, basically all this is right now is I get so mad because I cry. All this is we're just going to sit and wait and see what happens. So I was not allowed to work on Friday. I got lectured. Basically, I was told that if I don't do nothing, I'm going to end up in the hospital. Essentially, that's what she said. She said, you need to stay home. You can't go to work even though you don't feel like you're sick. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been relaxing. But honestly, I am scared shitless right now. This has not been the most easiest of years, and 2019 is looking like it is not going to be another good year. I just have to breathe. I just have to breathe. So instead of being all up in my feelings this weekend, we've had the kids, and that has kind of like helped me because I'm not thinking about things. I was told that I needed to do my methotrexate, but I feel bad enough as it is, so I'm not gonna do it. In fact, somebody from my lupus group had sent me a message about whether this was methotrexate toxicity. So when I go back in 2 weeks, I'll actually talk to Butler about the possibility of methotrexate toxicity, which I don't think that this is what this is, but who knows. And bottom line, I am a sick person, and this is no longer like, something that is in my hands. I have zero control over my disease now, and it just feels like everything's spiraling out of control. So yeah, I've got that going for me.